All right, so let's get into Exodus chapter 18, verse 13 through 27. So this is talking about Moses and his father-in-law, Jethro. Now, Moses has led 600,000 men, not including women and children. Can you imagine? Moses was terrified to do this, but yet he did it. And now he is in position in which he is leading the people, right? As God is directing into their promised land, into their land of milk and honey. But in this process, what's happening is real day-to-day life. They're having issues. They're having disputes. So now they're bringing all of those things to Moses. And it says this, verse 13. Moses took his seat to serve as judge for the people, and they stood around him from morning till evening, all day. When his father-in-law saw all that Moses was doing for the people, he said, "What is this you are doing for the people? Why do you sit alone as judge while all these people stand around you from morning till evening?" Moses answered him, "Because the people come to me to seek God's will. Whenever they have a dispute, it is brought to me, and I decide between the parties and inform them of God's decrees and instructions." Moses' father-in-law replied, "What are you doing is not good. You and these people who come to you will only wear yourselves out. The work is too heavy for you. You cannot handle it alone. Listen now to me. I will give you some advice, and may God be with you. You must be the people's representative before God and bring their disputes to him. Teach them his decrees and instructions and show them the way they are to live and how they are to behave. But select a capable men from all people, men who fear God, trustworthy men who hate dishonest gain, and appoint them as officials over thousands, hundreds, fifties, and tens. Have them serve as judges for the people at all times, but have them bring every difficult case to you. The simple cases they can decide for themselves. That will make your load lighter because they will share it with you. If you do this and God so commands, you will be able to stand the strain. And all these people will go home satisfied. Moses listened to his father-in-law and did everything that he said. So understand, Moses is leading hundreds of thousands of people. And this is where he sits all day, well into the evening, just dealing with disputes and problems. And as his father-in-law Jethro is watching, he's like, wait a minute. No. He listens, he asks questions, and then he gives his advice. And then Moses listens. This is the reason why this is so important for us to grab hold of in this time, is that God is calling you to great things. You know it. The Lord has deposited in your spirit that he wants to do something absolutely amazing in your life, that he has a heavy call, a heavy mandate on your life, that you have giftings that have yet to be revealed. Some of them have already been revealed, and you see the emerging. You see how he's going to use them. But in this time, you have to understand with how great your calling is, that God is not going to have you do that on your own, that he is going to give you support, that he is going to bring people into your life that are going to speak into your life. They're going to watch and they're going to see what's going on around you, right? Because they're going to be on assignment, whether they know it or not. And they are going to look and they are going to say, with what you are doing here, there needs to be an adjustment, right? And they're going to advise you. They're going to counsel you. And it's things that are going to help you handle this heavy mandate, this heavy call on your life. So the reason why I want to talk about that is because the Lord has pulled us out of the world, and he's had us come out of relationships that did not serve us, that were actually people on assignment meant to keep us down, meant to destroy us. So he opened up our eyes. He pulled those scales off of our eyes, and he showed us, hey, Not everybody is for you. And I'm not calling you to everybody. There's some people that I'm calling you to. There's some people I'm calling you away from. Respond. But see, you got to understand that's not for everybody, because now you're in a season where God now wants to bring you into kingdom, right? He wants to rest you fully into kingdom, and he wants to bring these new relationships to you that are actually going to be for you and that are going to speak into your life. So you have to be able to separate what God did with you, pulling you out of the world, and understand he pulled people that were not for me. He isolated me for a season, but now he's going to bring people to me that's going to be destiny connections, that's going to help me be able to respond to this heavy call on my life. So you have to be willing to invite people in to be able to speak into your life. God is putting people on assignment so that they can help you, so that they can usher you into this next season. You may be wondering how it's going to happen. Like, you feel like you're in a new season, but you don't feel like you're experiencing all the things that the Lord said that you were going to be able to experience in this new season. So you're like, where is it at? See, the Lord's going to do that in steps. The Lord's going to do that in unfolding. It's going to happen in these connections. It's going to happen in these interactions, in these experiences that you're going to have, mostly with other people, right? That will confirm, that will validate what it is that God is telling you. Not that God needs validation in that way, but for you, you're going to feel like this questioning, this doubt. So it'll be this confirmation for you that yes, the Lord is speaking to you. So who will God use in your life? Who will God bring into your life to be able to say, okay, this is the next step that you need to take? Who will God bring into your life, which you will show what it is that God has given to you, because God has released you to do it. And they will say, okay, now this is the next step for you. This is the next way in which you should go. You need to be open to that, right? You need to be open to people being able to speak into your life and actually walk you through this next step. You see, God may have been speaking to you this entire time and have given you a vision, has given you a dream that he's had you in some way, shape, or form writing down the vision and making it plain. But how will you now make this vision a reality? God may have had you sit on it for a period of time, but now God is saying, go. But he will also use people to help you in that, because he knows that you are limited in what it is that you can do in this area that he's calling you to, because it's a God thing. It's not a you thing. It's a God thing. So with the God thing, he's going to bring you God resources to be able to help you bring this thing into reality, to help you manifest the vision that God has given you. So open yourself up to other people, right? Use wisdom in doing that, making sure you're moving prayerfully, but don't be so quick to dismiss people. Whatever you do, make sure you're doing it prayerfully. So I've talked about cutting people out. I've talked about people that are toxic, people that are infectious, people that are working against you. But I also talked about going to God to make sure that this person is somebody that you need to cut out of your life, because God knows who's who. There's also people that you need to invite back into your life because you were too quick to cut them out. There are some people that you need to just make space for and listen to what it is that they have to say. And don't be so quick to dismiss it and say, no, God didn't tell me that. Bring what they're telling you back to the Lord and ask them, is this what you want me to do, God? You see, as Jethro advised Moses, what he also did in that time was Moses did everything that his father-in-law advised him to be able to do. So are you making yourself open and available to the people God may be sending in your life to help usher you into this next phase? If not, open yourself up to kingdom resources, which comes in the form oftentimes of people and conversations and trusting God as you move prayerfully, that you can release some of the things that he's placed on your heart so that they can help you with that move forward in it. So if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. If you want to donate, please feel free to do that. On my front page, all my information is there. I absolutely love y'all. Talk soon.